So I'm just about to call some people who are on the other side of the world, just about as far away from Copenhagen as you can possibly get. They're 14,500 kilometres away on the Coral Sea, that's off the coast of Australia, in a small boat. And I'm going to find out what they're doing there, what they're seeing there, and more importantly, what that has to do with what the climate change talks that are going on here in Copenhagen. Hello, is that Simon Mustoe? Simon, this is Martin Atkin from Inside COP15. Tell me, what are you doing out there?
Yeah, we left Australia 3 days ago from the Queensland coast on the 4th of December. We're currently sitting, as you can see, on a beautiful, picturesque coral cay, 350 miles offshore. The purpose of the expedition has been to look at the range of processes and, of course, the wildlife of these amazing places, and an opportunity to look, I guess, through the lens of climate change and report some of what we observed back to you guys in Copenhagen. I'll just hand over to John now for some information on what we've been seeing. John.
Great. Good day, Martin.
So how's it going?
Yeah, well, it's been a really good, interesting trip so far. We've seen the different impacts from cyclones and recruitment from the barrier reef out here, which is now, as Simon said, about 300 nautical miles out to sea. And the first area, we had cyclone damage from last year that had no recruitment and a lot of algification. And out here at LIHOU, it's almost nearly pristine. And you can also, with the clear water, you can have corals that are down deep that would normally be at 10 meters. So we were seeing corals at over 30 meters that live in the barrier reef. And that's important in the fact that this could be a receding source as the impacts of climate change affect the Great Barrier Reef, as we've seen it with the bleaching over the last few years.
Okay, and perhaps Nicola can tell me a little bit about exactly what coral bleaching is and what that has to do with global warming.
So yeah, we've been seeing some coral bleaching, as John mentioned, and these are patches of stark white coral. And what's happened in these instances is that the coral has been exposed to some extreme temperatures for a prolonged period of time, and this has caused the zooxanthellae that live with the corals to be released from the coral tissues. They start to produce too much oxygen, the corals get stressed out, and they release the zooxanthellae, causing the coral bleaching event. So this is obviously something that we've been witnessing. So of course, with coral bleaching, if these occurrences happen more frequently than every 5 years, it gives less and less time for the corals to recover. And so it makes you question, in the face of climate change, whether we're actually pushing these ecosystems beyond a point of no return.
Okay, Nicola, it's great to talk to you. Perhaps you can put me back over to Simon.
Thank you.
So, Simon, good to talk to you. Perhaps we can hook up again next week when you'll have had a chance to do a bit more of investigating. And good luck with the rest of the expedition.
Yes, thank you, Martin. We'll look forward, hopefully, to catching up with you, as you say, later in the week. Goodbye.